We've all craved that grounded, back-to-nature energy at some point, but finding incense that actually hits that sweet spot is way harder than it sounds. A lot of them promise earthy and give you the complete opposite. So I've narrowed it down to a few that genuinely deliver on the vibe. Palo Santo is one of those scents that have been used in spiritual practices for thousands of years. So if you're looking for an incense stick with a grounding scent, the Satya Sai Baba Palo Santo Natural Masala Incense Dupe Cones is what you should reach for. If you've ever lit a real Palo Santo stick, you'll notice the cones don't smell exactly like burning actual Palo Santo wood. You're likely to catch some hints of balsamic, a little herbal, with a woody sweetness underneath. The cones have a really strong throw and will fill your room quickly. Think 1,000 square feet of coverage or so. And the scent is still in the room hours after the cone is done. Since these are masala-style cones and not charcoal-based, the resulting smoke is cleaner and lighter than what you'd get from cheaper incense options. Their burn time is kind of unpredictable since some users report they got 15 minutes while others said they got 30 minutes. But if you store your cones in a damp place, you're likely to find that they won't burn all the way through, or they'll keep going out on you. Palo Santo has the strong presence that stays in the room for hours after you put out the cones. But sometimes you want a softer and a little subtler scent that sits in the background. That's when you reach for Him First Rain incense sticks. It's supposed to have that earthy smell when rain hits dry ground, but it doesn't actually smell like rain. When you light it, you get this fresh green, almost forest floor vibe that feels refreshing. Some users have described it as smelling like sweet grass, and it leans a bit toward masculine scents without feeling too perfumey. Scent throw on this is on the softer side since it's not going to overwhelm you the second you light it. Although this subtlety may be a deal breaker if you prefer something a bit more aggressive. Because they are hand-rolled and vary in thickness, the burn time is also all over the place. Ideally, it should get around 30 to 45 minutes, but sometimes you can get a stick go out in just 15 or 20 minutes, depending on the size of the sticks. One tip that you can try is burning it when it's actually raining outside, and then layer the real petrichor with the incense for a better grounding effect. First rain is subtle and fresh, but when I think of the classy earthy that's been used in rituals forever, white sage is what comes to my mind. And white sage, Satya incense cones, actually delivers. It's been part of cleansing and purification rituals for centuries. The scent is white sage Satya incense cones. It's not sweet or even really pretty. The scent profile here is more herbaceous, slightly peppery, and camphoraceous. What you will really love about these is that they are dupe cones without a bamboo core, meaning you'll get a purer burn and the earthy quality comes through way stronger. Since it's a cone, the scent will also hit faster than a stick incense with a wood filler. It has a pretty decent burn time, sitting around 20 to 25 minutes, though some users report getting 15 or even 30 minutes, depending on their airflow. Also, the throw is a bit mild in a small room, and it won't get overwhelming, especially if you often get headaches with stronger incense. The only thing you might find disappointing is that sometimes the cone doesn't burn all the way down, and you end up with a small disc of unburned incense at the bottom. If this keeps happening to you, you can place it on a bed of ash or use a holder with airflow underneath to help it burn more completely.